Hi, welcome to the tips. In this video we're going to do the review of this Panasonic cordless Bluetooth enabled phone. Model is KXTG273C. This is a Bluetooth enabled phone where you can connect your phone and make phone calls. Let's get started with this. This is a 3-set cordless phone from Amazon. It's compatible with Bluetooth. If you use your cell phone, then you don't need landline because you can make calls through your phone. Here are the main features of it: 16-minute answering machine, 3-way conference calling, intercom between the handsets, and also shared phone book, which means you can save contact in one and it will be shared in all of those. And then phone book transfer from your phone up to 3,000 you can transfer it, and also speed dial, 9 speed dial, noise reduction for answering machine, and here locate button to find misplaced handset, and key detector compatible if you have this, optional key detector KXTG820, and then wall mount base unit and charger. So these are all the important features of this. Now let's open it and see what is inside. And as you can see, this has huge empty space. So it's a shame that they make such a big package. And here it is, 10-inch Panasonic, shame on you. So here are the 3 handsets. This is the wall mount. Let's pull this all together, nothing else. We got a very thick manual. So we have 2 pieces here. One is quick guide and one is the operating instruction. This is in English and we have French version as well. First we have base with charger, 3 base with power adapter. So this is for the main base. This is the main base, very compact wall phone connector, and we got these batteries. Battery is nickel metal hydride, 300 milliampere hour. Okay, the first thing, it asks for a language. Save, we press this button under the screen or go back. Select time and date. Now to set date and time, press, and now first enter the month. 02, that's February, and 03, that's the month, and then 21, that's the year, and then press OK. And then for the time 06:32, and then for AM PM we can press the star, PM, and then AM if you want, so PM, and save. So date and time is saved. Now it shows date and time, and this one says check telephone line because this is not connected. That's why we see that. This is the second handset. When I saved it, it got the time because it is connecting here. The third one, let's insert the battery. So just select the language and the time is set for all 3. because I set it only in one. Now let's connect the phone line, and here pay attention, it says check telephone line, and as you can see it shows ready. Let's test it with speakerphone, and then because it's very close. Excellent. It says line in use. As soon as you pick up one, the other says line in use. Panasonic phones are amazing. If I want to cover everything that this phone does, the video will be maybe more than 2 hours long because it can do so much things. But let's go with the basic thing. The first thing that is good about this, it has talking caller ID, which means when you receive a phone call, it will either read a number, or if the number is in your contact list, you will hear the name of the person. The second important feature is that you can transfer call between them. Let's say this is in the bedroom and this is in the first floor, and if somebody calls, you can transfer call to the person who is in the bedroom or in the other room. Also, you can make intercom between them, so from one room to the other room you can make call. You can call all the phones from the base, and it can store up to 3,000 phone numbers, and that's amazing because I was running out of memory when I had another phone. And you can transfer all your phone numbers from your mobile phone to here, so no worries, it's very easy. The voicemail is also amazing. You can access it from remote location, you can access it from the base, and you can access it from this phone. That you can use this using your mobile phone line to make call from this, and that is useful for some people, so you can receive a call here using your mobile phone. Handset has speakerphone, and you can reduce and increase it while on the speakerphone, or if somebody talks, you can increase or reduce it. Once somebody calls and it rings, at the calling time you can increase or decrease it. The phone book is shared between all of them, so once you store a number on one, it will be shared on all three devices. Once you set a speed dial on one phone, it will be stored on all devices. Just leave the phone every night, for example at 10 p.m. you will not receive any call, it will be silent, and it will turn on back at 7 o'clock or whatever time you want. The Bluetooth headset, and instead of this you can use your headset. The ringtone of the base can be increased or decreased from here. The rest of the buttons answer on and off. You can answering system, you can turn off the voicemail on or off from here, and this 0 shows that we have no new messages, and this cell 1, cell 2 is for connecting different cell phone that you have and you want to use or connect, and this erase is for the voicemail that you're playing. Once you have some voicemail, play.
No message.
Once while it's playing, you can press erase. If you lost the phones under the couch somewhere, if you want to find them, just press locator. All of them will beep together. So we can press it again and it will stop. Let me go through the basic features of this. To answer the phone, as usual, you just pick up and it will answer. As you can see, it says the time that you pick up, and echo. Echo means it's very economical and it is close to the base. It uses very little energy or battery. But if the distance gets increased, then it will use more power and the echo will disappear. To hang up, you will hang up. And if you are receiving a phone call and talking, this is a flash to switch or use the call waiting. To go to speakerphone, you use this, and to switch back, just press it. When you receive a phone call, you can press this call block and the number will pop up, which I'm going to explain it.
Call from H. Shamsheri.
On the screen, whatever you see, below it, this button is associated to whatever you see here, and this button is associated to whatever is here. So this is now phone book, and this is now menu. So this is up, down, right, left, but immediately on the left it is a phone book. When you press it, it goes to the phone book. I'm exiting. On the right, it is redial, the last number that you dialed, and CID, caller ID if you go down. So this will show all the calls that you received, and you can go up and down. As you can see, it shows now, it shows 0. On the menu, if you press menu, you will see the phone book, and then you can go up and down to see options, more options instead of phone book. You see caller list, answering device, voice access. If you have a voicemail that is away from this on your phone provider, you can access it. Intercom, when you make a call between devices, between handsets. Bluetooth, there is a setting for the Bluetooth, and then set date and time. Speed dial, and there is settings. If I go, so customer support, and that will be a phone number. For example, for customer support, you can select, and it says Panasonic. It tells you to go to panasonic.com. From this menu, we can, if I go to settings and select, then you will see a lot of other options. For example, ring adjustment. When you select it, you will have an option. You can go back, but let's go through it. Set date and time. Talking, caller ID, so you can disable or enable it. And key detector. Panasonic has a keychain or something that you can detect it with this, and your key can be found using this. If you have that, it doesn't come with this, so I cannot demonstrate it, but you can go from this menu by selecting it. And then call block, all the call block option here, and then speed dial option. As you can see, record greeting, voicemail, LCD contrast, handset name, display name, key tone. This key tone, every time I press a key. Auto call, which means when you receive a call, automatically it will answer it if you want. Set telephone line, privacy mode, registration, change language, and it comes back. Display name, if I select display name, you can display the name of the handset on or off. So if I select, you see here, there is no name. If I select display name on and exit, you will see it shows kitchen. At the moment, this one doesn't show, so we can turn it on. And if I go here, settings, and then go display name. One is handset name, that's you set the name, which I'm going to show you next, but display name, if I select on and then exit, it shows handset 1, and it doesn't have any name. Let's name it quickly. And I'm selecting it, living room, L, I press it multiple times, I, VNG, I'm going to say VNG, V, and G, and then room, space, R, O, O, I missed it, room, and save. Now if I exit, it says living room, and this one shows kitchen. I'm going to explain as much as possible. I hope you bear with me. And if you're watching it on your tablet or computer with larger screen, you will see on the play line where the player is, you will see menu options that you can jump to different section of the phone, of the video, and also under the description there are links to different sections. You can touch or click and go directly to those sections. I'm putting a lot of effort on this. The only thing that I expect from you is to thumb up the video, and also please don't forget to subscribe. Now let me connect my phone to this device and hold it. Now, and then go to your phone, go to Bluetooth setting, pair new device, wait for this. You see Panasonic DECT. It says pairing, wait for it. You see this is still blinking. Now it says Bluetooth pairing code is 081123 and it says pair. And it is connected, and you heard a beep, long beep. Now you see the light, the 2 is on, which means cell phone number 2. And now it says message request, because the phone has requested the messaging. If you say yes, then now it's ready. So to make a phone call, we press cell, and this is now blinking, and we can dial a number. This light must be on to indicate that your mobile phone is connected. Currently I have cell phone is paired, and it is at cell number 2. To unpair it, press on menu, press this, and then 6112. Erase, select yes. So 6111 is for the cell phone 1, and 6112 is for cell phone 2. And now you see the Bluetooth disappeared. Now to unpair from the device cell number 2, I'm selecting this, and here select forget. Now it disappeared, and the phone is now disconnected. And here, as you can see, it shows this shows number 1 on the corner beside the battery. It shows 2, and this one shows 3. These are the handset numbers. Now let's see on the menu. If we go menu, intercom, so we can call any of these base. So handset, all of them, or handset number 2, number 3. This is already number 1. So let's say if I call number 2, select it and press select. So it says handset number 1 calling. We can just answer. Hello. Hello. Now let me show you how to copy all the numbers from your phone to the handsets. First we have to pair a handset. It must be paired, and to pair it again, let's go quickly. Hold this for a few seconds, and 2 is blinking. Pair device, you see Panasonic, touch it and pair, accept it, and you will see again. So beeped, long beep. So now that is connected. It says messaging, allow, yes. So now this is connected. We can press menu and then number sign 618, and now it communicates. It says 3000, and it says from which phone. This phone is A5 Pro, select. And it says wait. It will copy the entire phone book from my phone, which I have few. There is nothing much. Auto select or manual. If you select auto, it will be all of them. Let's go all, but we can also select manual. Let's go all, select, downloading phone book, as you can see. So everything is being downloaded, and also this is blinking. "26 item completed." So all the phones have been completed and brought here. To see the phone book, just press this button here, and you can scroll down, either type the number for certain person by the last name, by the letter in the name, the first name. For example, H. If I press H first time, it will be H. To enter a new phone number, just enter the number on the phone. Let's say 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and after that just press save. It will ask you new entry, name. I'm gonna call it AA so I can find it. Let's say CC. Okay, CBB, and that's the number. And home or cell. If you set it on cell, you will only be able to use it when the cell phone is connected. So make sure to put it on home and save. So it is now saved. To bring it back, you can click on phone and press ABC here. 1, 2, 3. See, it just came directly. Now let me show you, if you receive a phone call on one, you can transfer it to the other phone. Make conference call between the person who was called. If somebody calls you and you want to share other person to listen to the conversation, you can do it. First, let me show you how to transfer a call. And they say, can I talk to such person? You say yes, and then transfer the call like you do in the office. So now it's receiving call. So I answered the call. This one shows line busy. This is handset number 2. Go to menu, and then with the arrow, go up and down. You can hold it from here, but intercom, select, and then it says transfer call, where you want to transfer it. So handset number 2, select. Now this is ringing. To answer, we answer the call. At the moment, this is on hold, so we have to hang up. Ow. And now the call has been transferred to this person, and this person is now talking. To hang up, just press hang up. And now let's see how we can both listen to the conversation. And I'm answering it. After answering the phone, press menu, go to intercom, select, and select the base, either all, you can call all of the bases, or just one. Select. Now this is answering, this is ringing, talk, we heard. So this is still on hold. Select menu and select conference. Now this says conference, so you know the other person is listening as well. So this person talks and this person talks from the person with the received call. Once you're done, you can press one person and that person gets off the call. The second person must also hang up. With this phone, you can also block phone numbers. To block a phone number, with this CID, caller ID, select, and you have to go down until you see a phone number that you want to block, and then say save. Once it says save, you can, from here, you can select phone book. Either you can save it in phone book, or you can select call block. Now it says call block. You can say yes, and then enter a name for the person. So now this person has been blacklisted here. And now let's see what happens if we call. So one ring passed, and after that it says blocked. Receive a phone call, you can press this call block and the number will pop up. Now let's see how we can remove the numbers that you have blocked. Press this call block, and from this menu you can select block a single number or block range of numbers. On blocks single number, select, and then from the menu add erase all. So you can erase all, select erase all, yes. Are you sure? So block number have been erased. If you want to block a number that does not have a caller ID, so press this call block and then go up and down until you see block range of numbers. You can select the area code to block all of them, which is very simple. Block unknown caller ID. So this is the one that people do not show their caller ID. Select it and it says block or unblock. From this screen you can unblock it as well. Just select block, save. Now any phone, any call that comes and does not have caller ID will be rejected, and this phone will hang up on them. So I don't want that, so unblock, because some people might call me without a caller ID. Speed dial, to enter speed dial from 1 to 9, we can enter numbers and see how we do it. You can enter a new number, or you can use a phone number from the phone book. Let's say you want to add a phone number into speed dial number 3. Press and hold it, and you see new speed dial, and here it says add. So touch add, and it says manual or phone book. If you go to the phone book, you can see the whole phone book and select a number. I go back, and if you select manual, then select and then enter a name. Let's say D. I'm just entering DD, and OK, and then I'm just entering random number and click save, and it is saved now. Speed dial number 3, that's the name and that's the number of the person. And if you want to dial it, just press and hold, and you will see this number, and just press talk. It will dial the number. To adjust a ringer, it's very easy. So now this will ring. And from here, you can just press up and down and reduce the volume on the specific.
Call from H. Shamsheri. Call from H. Shamsheri.
If you want to turn off the talking caller ID, so press menu and then press the number. The number to enter is 162, and it says talking caller ID on or off. You can select and save it. If you say off, save, on this screen it says the base unit should be turned off or the handset. If you select handset, you can say on or off. We can select it off. Now we can set night mode, which means the ringtone will be turned off at a certain time and it will turn on at a certain time. So you don't have to worry, just leave the phone every night. For example, at 10 p.m. you will not receive any call, it will be silent, and it will turn on back at 7 o'clock or whatever time you want. To select that, we can go with the night mode by pressing the menu, and the number is 238. And here it says night mode. If I select on, click save, now it asks for the start time. Let's say, and that's 11 p.m. That's correct. I like it. And in the morning, I want this one. Just enter 9 a.m. and press select. So it shows you and it's done. To record greeting, the code is 302. Press menu, press this number and enter 302. Now it says record now. Yes.
Record greeting after the beep.
Hi, I'm unable to answer your call. Please leave a message at the beep.
Hi, I'm unable to answer your call. Please leave a message at the beep.
So it's done and exit.
No message.
So there is nothing. If you want to erase it, erase. And volume of the bass can be selected from here. To access the voicemail, press menu, go with the menu up and down. Answering device, select, and from here it says new messages. Play new messages, which is nothing, and play all messages. Erase all messages or greeting. If I select greeting, we can record, check, select.
Hi, I'm unable to answer your call. Please leave a message at the beep.
And then pre-recorded one, select. Reset, yes. So this will erase your voice. For some reason, if you want to add a new handset, to remove a handset, just press menu and then press the button 131 and it says select handset. Let's say this is handset number 2. I'm selecting it. 2. Select. It says erase. Yes. So deregistering. Now deregistration is completed. Now this phone is now not connected. You see here it says press locator on the base. We have to put this on the base like that, and it says registering. Press this locator for 5 seconds and it says registering. Registered handset number 2, so connected. To change the handset name, press menu and then number 104. It says handset number 2, but we can put a name here, for example, kitchen. K I T C I N and then save. So instead of handset number 2, living room, menu 104, L V living LVNG room, because the text is too long. So that is living room. Put this as bedroom. B E D bedroom and save. Now we have named them all accordingly. If I go to settings, If I go to settings and select trust, handset name, display name, and this is a handset name and this is a display name. So display name, if I select display name, you can display the name of the handset on or off. You see here there is no name. If I select display name on and exit, you will see it shows kitchen. Now let me show you how you can connect your headset, a Bluetooth headset, and instead of this you can use your headset to make a phone call, either small or large, doesn't matter. Let's press menu and then this number 1, enter 621, and it says the PIN. Okay, pairing. So let me turn this on. Blue is blink. Here it says pair, select. And this is also blinking here, and it is connected now. To answer a call, you will press your button on your headset, and to hang up you will press it. And if for some reason it's not compatible and it doesn't work, come here and press stop and it will hang up. And here is how we set the LCD contrast. Go to menu and go to settings. From here LCD contrast, select, and from here you can increase or decrease it and save. To mount the phone on the wall, this will be the top, this will be the top, this is the wall, it goes on the wall, and this is the top. This will be installed like that. So if you install it like this, then we need to connect the wires like that first. And these wires can go from here. Let's connect them properly. Let's connect them here. So once they are inserted, then you can come here and insert it, and it will be clipped. To remove it in the future, simply press this and remove it here, and it is clipped wires like this, and it will be installed on the wall. Let's put two So this handset, this phone has so many features which cannot be explained, or so many codes. The link for the code for the page is below this video, so you can click and visit the page. I will print them very in bold fonts so you can easily find different features. And definitely I recommend this phone with a price tag of around $70. It really one of the amazing deals that you can get with this phone. Bluetooth, you can use your mobile device to make phone call. You can transfer calls between them. You can use them as an intercom. You can transfer all your contacts from your mobile device to the handset. So many other features which are countless. So definitely recommend this, and it's one of the best. Thank you for watching. This was this Panasonic DECT Bluetooth phone. If you learned something and found this useful, please thumb up, as this will help my video in the search algorithm of YouTube. If you have comment or question, please post it at the comment section below. I try to answer and reply. Please don't forget to subscribe so you get updates of upcoming videos and also help my channel to grow. Heaters with up to 1500 watt or 1.5 kilowatt. I'm going to test one of them, show you how to use it. For example, this one, and I'm going to show you how to set the temperature in Celsius and Fahrenheit. Then I'm going to use a thermal camera to show you which spot of this heater is getting hot the most, and also do some simple calculation of the cost for the heater. Let's get started with this.